Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's get into this story.
Man, they must leave now. All of you must leave now. Tomorrow now.
Yengeni is nothing else but a political Casanova. He will be charged. I've informed him through an SMS. I called him. We will charge him. I've seen other people on Twitter. They too will be attended very soon.
Hello and welcome to the channel. The ANC is celebrating its 113th anniversary and they have chosen Cape Town as their main venue. But this has brought out a lot of controversy. One of those is what just happened to Paul Mashatile, where a scuffle broke out when they were booted out of a Khayelisha home. But not only that, we see Fikile Mbalula taking swipes at Tony Yengeni for just asking, for asking questions about this venue that they have chosen. Let's take a look at all of this. Please give this video a thumbs up as we unpack further. The ANC is having their 113th anniversary and it looks nothing like it should. It is going to go into the townships in Cape Town, Khayelisha, in a stadium that only accommodates 2,000 people seating, but Mbalula insists that it is actually 22,000 in terms of capacity. Well, time will tell. We will see what will happen. That is when the celebrations will take place. Now, Mbalula highlights that no, this is because the Cape Town community has shown them so much support in that region, and this is why they wanted to celebrate with the people. That is what he says, but some have poked holes at this, saying rather that it's because the ANC is cash strapped. They are having financial troubles and it is a convenient solution to that, because they don't then have to go and hire the bigger stadium in Cape Town, which is the DHL stadium at Sea Point. Alright, but we see Paul Mashatile going through the most, trying to campaign and rally people to the stadium. There he is moving from Philippi to informal settlements, and he's going now to Khayelisha, where he was literally thrown out. And the reason he was thrown out was because his security detail once again, had secured the area for them, but not knowing that this gentleman was also part of the family that they had visited. So Paul Mashatile, in his door-to-door campaign, he had visited a woman who has a soup kitchen in Khayelisha, and they were seated there on the couch as seen in the videos, and this gentleman was like, how can you stop me from coming into my own house? But of course it wasn't his house, literally it was his family home, but obviously I guess we get what he's saying. It was just translation from Xhosa to English. That's what he said. But later on, Mashatile said it was not intended to undermine him in any way. It was just a means to control the crowd, as there were lots of people who had gathered around the house because they saw the cameras, the cars, and all the crowd that came with as part of the campaign of the ANC in their door-to-door efforts. But they lost the Western Cape to the DA. The DA was smart, because when the DA had around 40-something% of the votes, ended up taking up a majority of the colored community votes. And this is what has fortified the DA. But For them to go back to Cape Town, it could be a good sign for them, but it's just their venue. They should have gone at least to Athlone Stadium so that they can still garner that colored community vote, Now, let's talk about the drama that Fikile Mbalula keeps creating by scolding members like children. He is running the ANC like a school playground because at the moment we see him lashing out at Tony Yengeni. So the reason why he had to lash out at Tony Yengeni is just because Tony was just asking about the capacity of this venue that they have chosen for this celebration, and then I think it was just a build-up of all the things that Tony Yengeni has been saying, even towards the elections in May. Tony Yengeni was going on about Ramaphosa not deserving a second term. He was also vocal about not going into a GNU that includes the DA, and he was also one of the representatives for Jacob Zuma in his disciplinary committee where he was later expelled. So he is definitely not a favorite in terms of those who are in support of the Ramaphosa camp because of his alliance with Zuma. Okay, so he is skating on thin ice right now because he has been threatened that he is facing the same fate as someone with a big profile, as big as Jacob Zuma, someone who went into exile, someone who has struggle credentials. Not just that, someone who was a president and a chairperson. Haibo Dibalantonina. Jacob Zuma, he was officially expelled from the ANC as well. It is just a showing how the mighty have fallen. And for their sake, for the ANC's sake, we hope that stadium is filled to capacity, or else this could influence their support going forward. It will be embarrassing if they cannot even fill a 22,000 capacity sports ground. All right, what are your thoughts on this? Was it a great move? Let's give this video a thumbs up. Let us know what your thoughts are here on the capital. Does it make sense? And is Fikile Mbalula going way overboard in terms of his reach? We hardly even hear from the spokesperson because of him. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I want to thank you for watching till this far. I will see you on the next one.